The Galaxy S25 Ultra, along with plenty of specification confirmation. First, there were rumors that Samsung would be eliminating the Plus variant of the Galaxy S25 series. This information was verified as untrue, and even Android headlines have taken back their own material. Next, we learned about the Galaxy AI functions on the smartphone. Although many people appreciate all of the helpful features, they won't be free permanently. Now, Samsung did state that it was restricted access, and in a recent press release, they advised that it's going to expand the capabilities to a larger Galaxy ecosystem, and that it's also going to start charging for these AI technologies from 2026 onwards. Next, we saw the prototype leak for the new S25 Ultra, showcasing its revolutionary look. Regrettably, we've already uncovered this leak, revealing it to be an older S22 Ultra prototype. With a few images and Ice Universe's advice that the S25 Ultra's frame is asymmetrical in the front and rear, we now have enough knowledge about the design. He claims the area near the screen is straighter, whereas the central frame next to the rear cover is more rounded. The visible bezel will be thinner than the S24 as the center frame has been shortened, and the width is the same as the S24. Therefore, the width will stay the same, but the phone will be trimmed down. Bennett Bunner has also included some images of the S25 Ultra, and he has utilized his knowledge of the new form to present these three ideas. I am working on some fresh thoughts and will show them in the upcoming S25 video. The S25 series will not be solely powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 4, and Samsung is also experiencing problems manufacturing its in-house chipsets. Hence, it might be the first time we have seen a MediaTek chipset in one of the S phones. Samsung is now considering the Dimensity 9300 Plus for the next Galaxy Tab and another new processor for the new S phones, most likely the Dimensity 9400. Of course, this is only a consideration, so it's not guaranteed. For those of you buying the Galaxy S25 Ultra, they will be using the Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 in all models. Still, for those excited about the new Galaxy S25 series, we are now running through the full specs, design, and expected pricing to help you decide whether it will be worth the wait. So hit subscribe now, and we'll get right into it. First online is the essential Galaxy S25, which has a 6.36-inch dynamic AMOLED display with brightness and color accuracy enhancements. Naturally guarded by Gorilla Glass Victus 3, we get a 120Hz display with HDR10+ and a 1080 by 2340 resolution. For the selfies, we have a 12-megapixel punch-hole camera. On the back, we have a triple camera arrangement with a broad, ultra-wide, and telephoto camera. Sadly, at this moment, we are not sure precisely what sensors are being utilized. The Exynos 2500 will be used globally. The Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 in the USA will power it. It will have 8 or 12 gigs of RAM and 128 up to 512 gigs of storage. This will be UFS 4. It will of course come with 5G, Bluetooth 5.3, Wi-Fi 7, and ultra-wideband compatibility. It will debut with One UI 7 based on Android 15 and will start at roughly $800 on January 25. It has a 4100 mAh battery. Next on schedule is the Samsung Galaxy S25, coming with a 6.7-inch dynamic AMOLED display, and once again, we have gains in brightness and color accuracy. Once again, behind Gorilla Glass Victus 3, we have a 120Hz display with HDR10+ and a resolution of 1440 by 3120. For the selfies, we have a 12-megapixel punch-hole camera. On the back, we have a triple camera arrangement with a wide, ultra-wide, and telephoto. However, at this point, we are unsure of the precise sensors being utilized. Now it's powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 in the USA, and subsequently, worldwide markets are receiving the Exynos 2500 with 12 GB of RAM and the option of 256 or 512 gigs of storage, which will of course be UFS 4. It's released with One UI 7 based on Android 15 and comes with a 4900 mAh battery with 45-watt quick charging. It will have 5G, Bluetooth 5.3, Wi-Fi 7, and ultra-wideband compatibility. In January 2025, it should start at around $1,000. Apart from the planned developments in Android 15, the S25 Ultra will most certainly run Gemini Nano, Google's mobile optimized language model, V2. Since the initial version is seen on the S24 phones, Gemini Nano 2 will likely run the next Galaxy AI feature generation. Samsung will surely advance artificial intelligence with the Galaxy S25 Ultra. Samsung's phones now have tools like Circle to Search, Photo Assist, and Live Translate. Next year, we could see even more improvements. Though the future is unknown, expect a focus on text production and photography. With the Galaxy S25 Ultra, satellite connections might finally be available for Samsung's range of cell phones. According to the Android Authority, the phone and Samsung Messages apps alluded to emergency texts and satellite mode. Naturally, this is not yet verified. Still, it makes sense. Although more RAM is generally beneficial, performing AI operations depends specifically on it. At last, we have the most expensive model, the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, which comes with a 6.9-inch dynamic AMOLED display with brightness and color accuracy enhancements. Gorilla Glass Armor 2 will shield our 120Hz display with HDR10+, a resolution of 1440 by 3120. Although there are some speculations that it could be the first phone with an under-panel camera on the rear, we get a quad-camera setup consisting of a broad, an ultra-wide, a telephoto, and a periscope camera. But again, at this moment in time, we don't know the exact sensors being used. We are most likely going to get a 12-megapixel camera for the selfies. Now, it's powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 in all areas, and it comes with 12 GB of RAM and up to a terabyte of storage, which will naturally be UFS 4. Launching with One UI 7 based on Android 15, the S25 Ultra is slated to start at $1,300 in January 2025. It comes with a 5,000 mAh battery, 45-watt quick charging, and naturally 5G, Bluetooth 5.3, Wi-Fi 7, and ultra-wideband. Though there are rumors of an under-display selfie camera, if we get the first full-screen display, I'm sure many people will be thrilled overall. The S25 series looks similar to its predecessor, and the display, cameras, chipset, and software significantly improve. The Galaxy S series Ultra variants are among Samsung's most premium phones, and Galaxy AI are amazed at their usefulness. Though the year 2025 may seem far off, the wants, appetites, and excitement for the Galaxy S25 Ultra are clearly strong. We want all the rumors about this expensive phone to come true. One thing is clear though, upon arriving on board, we will have plenty of artificial intelligence capabilities, and maybe a more muscular titanium frame in the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, speedier storage, and a newer CPU. Of course, given its similarities to the predecessor, I don't think anyone out there within S24 is going to be rushing for an upgrade. But for those of you on an older S phone or looking to get your first S phone, it's still going to be a great choice. A lot of focus is now on artificial intelligence, and with the partnership between Google and Samsung, we will surely see some fantastic new features with the launch of the S25 series. The launch is still far off, of course, but as we get ready, we will have plenty of leaks coming in, and naturally, I will publish them as soon as they surface. Stay tuned for further S25 Ultra updates. Feel free to leave comments below expressing your hopes for this fantastic new gadget. Then I'll see you in the next video.